Coach, with Atlanta's win over Cleveland, your team is the last remaining undefeated team at home. What is it about your group in this building that leads to such success?
This building, these fans, I think they're incredible. We have the best fans in the NBA. Like, there's just a different energy level. These guys are fueled by that. Just this energy of this crowd, this group, this community, the support that we have on a nightly basis here is just absolutely fantastic. So that's one thing I'm thankful for as well.
Wendell Carter ended up playing about 18 minutes tonight. What stood out to you about his performance?
Yeah, I should have kept him under. I should have got him a little lower. But he was good. It was just good to get him out there again. Just letting the game come to him, getting the flow, being back out there with his teammates. I think it's just that was the big mission for tonight. Not worried about points, not worried about stats, not worried about anything other than getting him on the floor, getting out of this game healthy, and just finding a rhythm with his teammates.
Getting Kenny going, hitting 6 threes. Feels like it's been a long time coming for him. What did you see from him, and how important can that element to his game be if he can get himself right?
Just keeping that confidence, and we've talked about it with this group of guys. It's not they're getting the right shots. They're continuously getting the right shots, and I think their ability to stay confident in that is great. He was in the gym working yesterday, just continuously working, knowing at some point they're going to fall, but just trusting the process of your work.
Jamal, sticking on the theme of the backcourt, 24 for Kenny, a career high 31 for Jalen. Whether you want to use tonight as a snapshot or not, over the first 20 games of this season, what has that backcourt pairing been like for you?
I got to talk about their defense first. Like, their defense is incredible. Like, there's no nights off for any guards in this league with those guys, because you got one that crawls into the ball full court, then you switch, you got another one that's crawling into the ball. They start our defense, and their ability to knock shots down as they did tonight is huge. But just finding that rhythm, finding that comfort level with one another, finding the chemistry there, I thought was great. And as Kenny hit a couple shots, we continue to find him, and Jalen got it going, and I think that's just part of what those two can continue to do.
Coach, you decided to go double bigs to start tonight's game with Wendell and Goga. Just kind of what did you think about how that went, and do you foresee that potentially happening here in the future?
I mean, it's going to be by committee as always, and different lineups, different situations. But Chicago played a small ball, but I think again we have to stick to our strengths and what we do well. And our size and our physicality is one of those strengths. And so our ability to do that is good. And they're both playing high-level basketball. Goga's playing big-time basketball right now. And they both have high IQs, and they complement each other very well.
With Wendell coming back tonight and then obviously being thrusted into that starting lineup, how much of an overall experience, positive experience, I guess, was it for Tristan to get those starting reps and to just him kind of go back to the bench and have him as a luxury now?
I think it's great. I mean, the more we can play by committee, the more guys get experience, the more they get game reps, the more they can feel what's going on throughout the year. But that's our big strength as well, as our depth. The guys being able to step in, that he's had this experience as a starter, so being able to come off the bench now and play with that unit, he's got such a great basketball IQ. He understands how to play the game, where to be, how to defend the right way, make the right play, make the right pass, and step in and take open shots.
You talked before the game and just now about how you're playing a Bulls team that likes to take a lot of threes, run, pick the pace up. I know a lot of threes in this game, but you mentioned you have to play your style of basketball. How in a league that seems to be going the opposite way, how are you and your team imposing your style on them and kind of zagging when everyone's zigging?
Well, our ability to get to the paint. We got 60 points in the paint. We shoot 28 free throws. I think that's something that is one of our staples. And so our ability to get to the paint and then spray out for the feet set threes, and we got a lot of them up because the pace of the game was forcing that. So we get downhill, they collapse. We got to the free throw line some, but then our ability to pass the ball out and guys were getting open looks, very good looks.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. Happy holidays.
Jalen, with Atlanta's win over Cleveland, your team is the last undefeated team at home this season. What is it about this group's ability playing this building to have such success?
Yeah. I mean, we said it last year. We set the standard for what we want to do in this building. And that's whenever we're here, we come home, we take care of business. You know what I'm saying? We want to come out with a win because we know the power of playing at home, you know, especially after last playoff series and what we saw there. You know, we don't want to leave anything up to chance anymore for us not to have home court advantage. And so coming into this year is a big emphasis. We talked about it. Training camp, we talked about it almost every other day as the season has gone on. And I think it shows, I mean, a lot of credit to everybody on the team that we've come out and execute that to a T. It's been amazing. And yeah, we just keep riding this wave, keep riding the energy that the Kia Center brings. And yeah, hopefully we stay there.
Kenny, we've talked with you so much about your shooting and this team's shooting from three. Over here, sorry. We've talked so much with you about your shooting from three this season, the team shooting from three. But for yourself to see 6 3-pointers fall, could this be a jump start for you from distance?
Shit, I hope so. No, for me, I mean, I've started a season like this before. You know, I've been in the shooting slumps before. And just for me, it's just all about just continuing to keep my confidence at a high level and not get down on myself by missing the shots. And also my teammates, my coaches, you know, all the support they have, you know, behind me. Man, it's always been great. And yes, it felt great just to see them 6 threes go through. I felt like I was in a great rhythm throughout the whole game and just playing free and not really worried about everything.
You guys both talked a lot extensively during the preseason and throughout training camp of the excitement of getting to play alongside one another. You guys are a quarter of the way through the season now. How would you kind of assess how this partnership has worked out so far?
It's worked out pretty good.
Defense, right?
I'm about to say, yeah, it's been good. You know, it's always room for improvements, but you know, we're not gonna play a perfect game. But you know, what we do on the defensive end, you know, jump starts, you know, our defense for the team. And I said early in the training camp, man, I'm looking for like just playing aside Suggs and you know everybody else too, but like defensively, it just feels good when you got somebody else that can defend, that wants to defend. So like that's always good, you know, to have a partner like that, I would say.
Jalen, there was a moment there with you and Goga on a pick and roll, and you hit him with the lob, and he threw it down, and you guys gave each other a big hug afterward. Like the team chemistry, can you just talk about the team chemistry on this team and like the brotherhood that you guys have? It seems like unmatched compared to other teams in the NBA. Yeah. Just kind of talk about that.
I'd say genuine would be the best way to describe it. No, nothing in here is fake, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's, you know, the relationship that me and Kenny got, the relationship that me and Goga got, I mean, that anybody has with anybody on the team is really genuine. You know, you want to see the next man win. You want to see your brother win and do well, you know what I'm saying? Put good out, not only to the basketball court, but just into life in general. You know, we want to see each other succeed in the game of life. And when you have that type of authenticity in the building, like, yeah, it's just natural. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to try to be anything that you're not. You don't have to try to be anyone that you're not. You know, everyone gets to come in here every day, loving in a great mindset. You know, ready to work and accomplish a common goal, which is to win night in and night out, and at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just the character of people in the building makes it easy to come in and love and play with joy and smile and be happy for the next man when he has his moment.
Kenny, you talked about knocking down those 6 triples at home and just getting back out of that shooting slump, right, getting into a flow. You know, how have those conversations been like throughout the first 20 games, you know, with other players and coaches, just trying to keep your head high and making sure that, you know, you continue to take those shots?
Just telling me to keep shooting. There's not really much said. Just telling me to keep shooting, you know, that confidence. You know, we talk about it. Just get out of my own head and just play free. And tonight, felt like I just played, you know, without worrying about making shots. But like tonight was for me just like all-time high for me. You know, I'm still like, you know, a little jumpy right now. So tonight just felt great just to be able to, you know, see the ball go through, you know, and just being able to have fun with my teammates and my brothers out there just made it even more better.
Jalen, this is the first 30-plus point game of your career. You've always been good on the defensive end, but what has it felt like to see the work translate into you becoming a real two-way threat?
Oh, it's really cool, man. Honestly, you look back those games 3 years ago, dog. And I was running around on the offensive end without even a clue of what was going on. Just kind of figured things out as I went. Through the good and the bad, just going through it. You know what I'm saying? Continuing to go through the process of evolution. And I give a lot of credit, man, to the people who are around me. I've said it before, but pops, uncles, man, cousins, coaches, players, everyone's poured into me, as a basketball player. They've given me confidence, to keep going every day, but also gave me the tools and the skill set, to improve. And, applying those things and continue to chop wood and carry water, then you get to this point where, again, you're able to have nights like these. I think it really makes you reflect and look back on people that have poured into you, people that have helped you get better. So I think this performance is a reflection of that, of a lot of people pouring into one man. It takes a village to raise a child, and the village produced a 30 ball tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Jalen, congrats on setting a new career high tonight.
Thank you.
Looking ahead, what does a game like this do for your confidence and goals for the rest of the season?
Winning in this league any night is hard. I don't care who you're going against, what record they got, who comes out on the floor. If you're stepping out onto an NBA basketball court, you're there for a reason, and you have the talent to go win a game any given night. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope, to see how we bounced back and responded from that first road stretch, where we went 0-5, and I felt like the world was crashing down, but we stayed the course. You know what I'm saying? Through mentorship, and guidance, Kenny, from Kojo, from the coaches who have seen multiple seasons, who have seen stretches like that, to take their words, trust them, and then apply them to our work. This is the result of it. I think that's 9 of the last 10 something like 10 of 11. For a young team, a team full of 20, 21, 22, 23-year-olds, that's super dope. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to continue enjoying each other's company, continue enjoying the game, continue enjoying each day, that we have on this earth, and keep stacking up wins.
Kind of on that point, we see a lot of teams around the league kind of doing what the Bulls do, get out in transition, try and get up more and more three-pointers. Yeah. You guys seem to be going the opposite direction, focusing on defense and physicality. How do you kind of find success, or how do you drag teams back to the style that you guys want to play when everyone seems to be going in the opposite direction?
Standard is a standard.
Yeah, I was just saying, for us, we can score the ball in the paint, and that's what we do best. We score the ball, get in the paint, we score the ball from Jalen, Franz, Paulo, pretty much everybody that can get downhill and score the ball. But like Jalen said, it's just a standard, if we can score 60 to 7 points in the paint, three is going to come. It's going to eventually open up for us, and then that's the game for us. Our game plan is attack, 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 and then kick out if we don't, have anything at the rim.
Thanks, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.